So I've been fooling with Torque Pro because and I think I finally got it right, although I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to talk to the one of the authors of one of the PID CSV files. But this is right now, this is the main screen that I look at in Torque Pro on my 7-inch tablet, and it's nighttime if you can't already tell, so that makes the display easier to see. But if you look closely, you can see in the upper right corner of most of the displays there's a little green pulsing light, and that means it's an active display or an active gauge. And what I've been trying to do is use the Bolt, the Chevy Volt EV CSV that had popped up on the Chevy Volt EV forum, and I managed to just wreck it, transferring it to my laptop and looking at it in Excel and fooling around with some of the fields. What I ended up doing is taking the Chevy Volt CSV, which I had originally been using for the Spark EV, and I deleted all of the PIDs from Torque Pro. So I'll show you how I did that. I won't do it, but I'll at least show you how. So what you have to do is, this is not going to be easy. We're going to go back one screen in Torque Pro. Then you go over to the little gear, that's settings, and we're going to go to settings, and we're going to scroll up to manage the PIDs, and it shows you this enormous list, because that's mostly me fooling with it. But up in the upper right corner, there's 3 vertical dots. You touch that and it shows the selections, and what you do is you add predefined set. If I do that, it's going to show you the list that it has either internally or those that I have added. And you can see down here at the bottom it says Volt PIDs labeled Spark EV, and at the top it says Chevrolet Bolt OBD2 PIDs -CSV. That's the one that Sean did, and the bottom one somebody else did, and they both kind of work. The bottom one, I don't know if I don't think I edited it, but I think somebody might have, or maybe I just renamed it, but it worked. And I think part of the reason it worked is because the Volt with a V for Victor and the Spark EV are more closely related than the Bolt EV and the Spark EV. And so the CSV file for the Volt works much better than the Bolt EV CSV. However, and I don't know if I'm even talking out of my ass, this is the screen that I watch when I am charging the car, and what I've noticed is that this display here, the battery percent DIC, that's from the Bolt EV, I believe. And I was always using the high voltage state of charge gauge. I renamed that one. I think it's something else and I've forgotten. In fact, we'll see if we can figure it out right now. So when you want to add a display, you hold your finger on the screen, you touch the screen. I'm going to add a digital display, and then when you see the green lines, the green backgrounds, up here at the top it says add sensor, green equals active, right? So if we look closely, we can see there's battery capacity. I don't know why it says 497 in a question mark, very strange. But what I'm looking for is displayed state of charge, right? That's what I was using. That was from the Volt for V for Victor. But then if you scroll up, or actually, yeah, scroll up, you'll see, where did you go? Displayed state, not displayed state of charge. Where did you go? I'm sorry, this is just stupid, but it's because I don't really know what I'm doing. It's battery level displayed. That's the one that I chose. Notice that it shows 100%. And I may switch out and start using that one rather than the other one. There's a tiny difference between the two of them. But what happens is, or what I did was, I imported both of those CSV files. And what I actually did, maybe in better terminology, is put them both into the extended PIDs folder in Torque Pro, and then just import both of them into Torque Pro. Import their PIDs, and it gives you a choice. If you have, let's say, I imported the Volt for V for Victor Volt first, and then when I imported the Bolt EV CSV, or PIDs I should say, it popped up a message and said, hey, some of those fields already exist, you want to overwrite them? And I said, no, keep them. So now it's an enormous list of both CSV files combined, I believe. And the reason I did that was because, for whatever reason, I'm just a bit stupid. I had them both originally on the car, or in Torque Pro, and then I thought, well, I don't need the Volt anymore, so I got rid of it and just kept the Bolt EV CSV, and some of the fields, or some of the gauges, stopped working. So I deleted that and then added back the Volt CSV, and then added the Bolt EV CSV, and combined, now they give me all that I want. And I'm going to play around with this because I want to see if I can monitor AC and DC charging to see amperage and voltage from the sources. Otherwise, I've got everything here that I want to look at. Typically, I'll have that screen being displayed all the time. It gives a whole lot of information. Most of the time, I'm looking at the trip. I don't know why it says kilometers, so I'm going to have to change that. The trip EV. I'm watching the altimeter because everybody knows that hills make a difference for electric vehicles with small batteries. I'm looking at my battery capacity. I watch the tablet state of charge. That's the 7-inch tablet we're looking at. I'll look at the outside temperature and the battery temperature. And on occasion, I'll watch the 12-volt battery state of charge as well. I mean, all those things are important because you do want to know, what the car is up to. And the DIC there, it's okay. I just fully charged it using my juice box, so you can see that I get 68 miles on a full charge, and that's mostly because I just can't resist using my right foot so much with this car. It's just a hell of a lot of fun to drive. If I drive conservatively, I can keep the average miles per kilowatt hour in the middle to high 4s. And on occasion get up into the middle 5s. But if I don't, and I'm usually just driving around town, and I got my boot into it, I'm down in the middle to low 3s, and I don't care. So anyway, there's Bringo. It actually works pretty well. There have been occasions when it's really given me a hard time, but otherwise it's reasonable. And then there's the display down there at the in front of the console. All right, that's enough for now. I hope this helped everybody, and I'll try to explain it in the description for this video to make it more palatable. See ya.